Hi everyone. So today we're going to talk about section 1.2, Math 110. Um, in this session, we're going to talk about the linear cost model. So we have an example as a company say AVCO so fast. They're selling. This is like a manufacturer sofas, and they sell them to retailers. Their Plus-Show models is very popular. The cost to make this sofa is divided into fixed and per item cost. So we have in here is the cost in here is include two things. One is fixed cost, and another one is per item cost. And the per item cost is $500. So what does that mean? That means each sofa it costs $500. Okay. And it's paid for the coal, wood, spring, hardware, and labor. So another one is fixed cost, which is $3,000, and this fixed cost is pays for one-time setup cost for design, cutting pattern, and construction space. So it's like the cost the first time, and it's fixed. Okay. So the question in here is how much does it cost to manufacture one sofa? So you should know that for in order to get one sofa, you need to have like you need to have say the cost for one sofa will be equal to fixed cost, right? And then plus with the per item cost for one per item cost for one sofa. So you should know that fixed cost is $3,000, right? $3,000. And per item cost for one sofa, what does that mean? So it is $500, right? So if it have a two sofa, then it's become two times five, 1,000. But here is just one sofa. So say 1 times $5. So that's going to give me $3,500. Will be the answer for this question. Another question say how much does it cost to manufacture 10 sofa? So okay, it's cost for 10 sofa. 10 sofa. So that's gonna be fixed cost plus per item cost. Usually some in some other business class it's called like variable cost, but yeah, it's mean that per item cost for 10 so far. So this is gonna equal to 3,000 plus with now it's 10 so far, then it's be $5 for each one, right? multiplied by 10, right? So that means 5,000. And totally you're gonna have 5,000 plus 3,000, gonna be $8,000, which is gonna be the answer of this question. So that's gonna be the answer for these two questions. Let's move down to the next page. So in this class, we notate the fixed cost by F equal to 3,000, and per item cost, or sometimes called like variable cost, variable cost. But yeah, because this cost is changing, right? Or per item cost is noted by V equal to 500. So they want me to write a formula for the total cost, C, okay, to manufacture X sofa. Okay, so that means we have in here X sofa. So it's going to be equal to fixed cost, 3,000, and then plus with 500, multiply with the X sofa. How many sofa in here do I have? X. So X. So that's going to be the formula for the total cost. And you can see that this exactly as a linear equation, right? And in here, you can see that the V, the variable cost or per item cost in here also is coefficient of X, right? So so in some problem, in one problem in the assignment 1.2, you, in order to find the coefficient or in order to find the variable cost, you may have to use you may have to use the cost that's the difference. You may have to find the difference between two costs in after you changing the demand number. Let me see. So in here, do I have the demand? No. Okay, so I will talk about that later, but for now, let's say this is going to be the answer for this problem. And evaluate C if X equal to 1. Okay, so that means what? If X equal to 1, I have C equal to 3,000 plus 500 times 1. And that's going to be 3,500. That's going to be exactly the answer above. And you evaluate, see if X equal to 10. I have C. I may change this become C of 1. And write like this, so people can know that if X equal to 10, then it's different with X equal to 1. So that's gonna give me 3,000 plus 500 times 10. And that's going to give me $8,000. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to move down. Okay. So in here, this is a graph of the cost equation, right? You see that at the first point here, or the starting point or initial point of the graph, that is 3,000, right? And which is fixed cost, right? Fixed cost. And in order to find the to find the variable cost without looking at the coefficient here, or if they don't provide you the coefficient, you maybe have to check for the another one. I mean, if x equal to 1 here, right? What happened with this, with the graph? And you see in here, the graph is not really clear, but I would like to say it's exactly like a slope of the equation. So you maybe had to find another better point. Say, no, I say I can still use this because it's clearly is 3,500 here, right? At x equal to 1, is it give you is the C now become C for 1 now become 3,500. So then, in order to find the variable cost or the per item cost, you just take 3,500 here, you subtract for the 3,000, and that's gonna give me 500, which is a variable cost. Okay, so come back with the problems. Is the question here is how much does it cost to make 2 sofas? So look at the 2 sofa here. This number so far, 2 sofa here is show me that it's about, I think it's 4,000, but yeah, it's 4,000. Right. So that's gonna say 4,000. You can plug in here at 2, and you see it should be exactly 4,000. Okay, so I'm gonna say C equal to 4,000. Oh, C2 equal to 4,000. Okay, and how much did it cost to make 12 so far? So you come to 12 here, and then figure out at this point what is the cost. Here is 9,000. So I say C of 12 equal to 9,000. And the last one, how many sofas can be made for 6,000? Okay, so 6,000. So which is the cost, 6,000 here. So at this point, I may use another color. So that's gonna give me X become 6. So that means what? 6 sofas. 6 sofas. You can make 6 sofas with 6,000. Okay. Okay. Now move down. Price of coffee. The price of a coffee, a cup of a coffee in the Floridian seat are given in table below. Okay, so uh, oh, why we don't have price here? Size in, well, let me see. Oh, this is a typo. I think, yeah, this should be not to be here. It should be 1.55 here, 1.75 here, 1.85 here. Okay, so it's supposed to look like that. So say in 12 ounce, then you have to put the price going to be 1.55. Say in 16, then price 1.75. 20 gonna be the price 1.55. So the question is the relationship between size and price linear? And how can you tell from the table? So in order to do that, you're gonna check what's the difference between uh, the first side and the second side, and then the difference between the second to the third one. So you know that it is 4, right? You're adding 4, the side is increasing 4, right? See that? Increasing 4. Now let's see the difference between the price. From the first to the second, you see that it adding increasing 0.20, right? And from second to the third one is adding 0.10. So you see that this is the relationship between size and price is not linear, because, okay, so let me say no. The relationship between size and price is not linear. In this problem, it's not linear because you see that the price it's increasing not constantly, right? So it's not constant, not constant, right? Increasing, not constant. Is the price. The price increase or say the price doesn't increase, does not increase constantly. Right? So you see that the price does not increase constantly. So you can say that no, the relationship between the size and the price is not linear. Or you can see, or you want to explain like very detailedly. You can say like size increase by 4 ounce. But price increase by 0.2, and then 0.1. So that is not linear. Okay. This is this. Oh, we still have one more slide. So let's mark 3 size price point on the graph to see. So I have 12 and 1.55, 12 inside, right? And 1.55. So here, okay. Another point is 16 and 1.75. 16 and 1.75. And then another point is 20 and 1.85. 20 and 1.85. So you can see that if you try to you try to draw to connect all three of these points. Okay. Let's see if I have a way to draw. Okay. So yes, and yeah, you can see clearly that there is not a line, right? This so then since it's not a line, that means it's not linear equation or not linear. Okay. So question is, how can you tell from the graph if the relationship between sine and pi is linear? I think the question means um, the question mean how can you tell from the graph if the relationship between size and price? I I'm gonna say it's have different slope. So for the first line, so let's check the slope, right? Slope for the first line um, was say run over rise. No, I'm sorry, rise over run. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 units. No, let's say is okay. Right, I'm gonna use 1.75 and minus for 1.55, and I divide it by um, 16 minus 12. And then that's going to give me 0.2 divided by 4. And that's also equal to 0.05. Okay. This is a line 1. So here's line 1. Follow line number 2. Let's check line number 2. I'm going to move down a little bit. So line 2 slope is I'm gonna use this one, which is 1.85, 1.85, and minus 4. This one is 1.75, 1.75, and divided by 20 over 16 again. Okay. Sorry, 20 minus 16. So that's gonna give me 0.1 over 4, and that's equal to 0.000.025. And you see that it is different slope. Slope, I'll say different slope. Different slope. So then that's gonna be not linear. Okay. And that is it for this session. And we're gonna talk about 1.3 and 4 in the next week. Remember to do the homework, assignments, and remember to share the session on the discussion board. And I see you next week. So, oh, by the way, if you have any question, you can please get into my Zoom time to ask me anywhere that you're still confused with. Also, you have help from our LA. I will post here. I will post the LA office also if you want to get help from him. Or, and I'll see you later. Bye.